Hello, this is Mustafa here at PerformanceIN, here at PI Live 2019, and we're sitting down with Marketing Town's Head of Sales and Client Services, Joe Ward. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thanks. How about yourself?
Yeah, good. We're here at day two, busy PI Live again, which is great. Great to have you guys involved as premier sponsor. What are your thoughts on the event, and why is it such an important time for people to come?
So PI Live is always a favourite of ours, because it's extremely relevant from probably several different perspectives compared to the other events in the sort of industry that happen throughout the year. This event is extremely important to us this year in particular, because in previous years it's always been about brand awareness for us, but this year in particular we've kind of made like a little bit of a foothold within the industry and people know who we are now. Obviously, we've only been established for 5 years, so it's taken a little bit of time to get there. And now we're at a point where people actively come up to us and ask us questions and actually curious about what we do and what we can offer to them.
Cool, great stuff. And talking about that 5 years, obviously you guys are celebrating 5 years this year. Kind of starting up, launching it 5 years ago as Tech Essence. It's kind of, gone through transitional period and it's kind of evolved with a new brand identity, which is now in the spotlight. So, how has the company evolved over time to reflect changes taking place in the performance marketing industry?
Good question. So the business itself is kind of set up 60% SaaS basis tracking platform, and then 40% we kind of act as like a hybrid performance marketing agency. So the learnings taken from the agency side kind of dictated the way the platform's gone, so kind of challenges we faced and advancements with the industry that we've learned along the way of managing campaigns for clients kind of changed the platform in a positive way to sort of appeal to more people, basically.
Oh, great stuff. And as a company, you offer a number of performance-based marketing practices. Could you run through some of these and how it kind of supports marketers to better understand their marketing budgets and spend?
Of course. So our platform itself is like a blank canvas, basically, and it can mold around any kind of marketer's campaign or program or whatever they want to achieve, really. So other platforms in the industry are kind of quite static and you have to kind of mold your campaign to fit that, but what we offer is kind of a bespoke solution to fit anyone's requirements. So we're completely channel agnostic, so you can run social alongside email or display or anything like that in one convenient little location. We offer separate payouts for different partners. For example, you can pay on a click or on a cost per lead or an acquisition on one campaign. We also offer hybrid payout options as well, so it allows clients to kind of work with any partners that they want, if that makes sense.
Yeah, cool, great stuff. And sort of talking about Marketing Town sort of operating within the rigid GDPR and ITP environments, which have been big talking points this year. What steps have you taken to ensure that everyone internally and externally are compliant with the changes?
Yeah. So our CEO, Ken Laren, is actually extremely hot on compliance. So we were actually GDPR ready about 2 years before it even came into legislation. So obviously we were kind of ahead of the crowd from that perspective. We also offer training sessions for clients, and our team's expanding month on month, so we do like refresher training every week or 2 weeks, just to kind of get everyone up to speed with processes and everything like that. And we also offer we kind of share that knowledge and learnings with our clients as well to make sure everyone who's using our platform or we work with are following the same sort of practices.
Oh, great stuff. And sort of some advice for startups that are sort of entering into the space and getting to grips with the data regulations and etc. What advice do you have for them to ensure their processes and strategies remain on track?
Good question. So I would focus quite heavily on compliance, transparency, and also networking as well. Relationships are most important when starting a business. And obviously, if you're a nice person and you over-deliver on all expectations, new business will just naturally come to you through organically or referrals and everything like that, really.
Oh, great stuff. And just a couple of more questions. Yeah, we spoke to Ken recently about the state of play of performance marketing. With 2020 creeping up, where do you see the channel advancing?
I think influencer marketing will grow exponentially, especially in the micro-influencer space. So ads and marketing will be more relevant and targeted to smaller audiences rather than appealing to like a massive variety of people, basically.
Cool. And last question, are there any sort of other news or comments you would like to share with us?
So we've got a few exciting developments in the pipeline, one in particular which appeals to influencer marketers. We're not quite ready to release any details on that yet, but we will soon. We're also working quite heavily with machine learning as well. And in particular, that's going to focus around budget allocation for partners on a variety of different channels based on past learnings that the platform sort of developed over time. And also as well, we're expanding again in Q1, so if anyone's looking for a job, give us a shout.
Great stuff. Thanks again, Joe, for taking the time to talk to PerformanceIN, and great to have you guys involved at PI Live.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers.